These are the 7 Hermetic principles for mastery of oneself. The first principle is mentalism. Mentalism means the all is mind. The universe is mental. This principle embodies the truth that all is mind, meaning the universe itself. At an underlying and foundational level is mental. That all phenomena of life, matter, and energy of the material universe are thoughts of an infinite and universal living mind. So anything we have in the world has came and has become of mind. This is important to remember. From a first-person perspective, the mental plane is experienced simply as thought, insight, intuition, and reason. But wisdom of how this plane corresponds with other unseen or casual planes tells us that there may be more to our thoughts than we perceive. The second Hermetic principle is the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. As without, so within. This principle embodies the truth that there is always a correspondence between the laws and phenomena of various planes that manifest as being and life. Grasping this principle is what allows one to deduce the hidden solutions to problems by looking at what exists a layer above and below the problem. Anything you have on a surface level, there is something on the sub-level. Just know that there is more than what is perceived by the naked eye. As above, so below. As below, so above. The next principle is the principle of vibration. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. This principle embodies the truth that nothing rests. Everything is in motion and everything vibrates. It explains that matter, energy, and even spirit are simply varying rates of vibration. As your understanding of vibration, frequency, harmony increases, so shall your power over yourself and your world. Next, we have the principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truth are but half truth. All paradoxes may be reconciled. This principle embodies the truth that everything has its pair of opposites. Everything has two poles and exists in a state of duality. But the true nature of this principle is that opposites are the same, only varying in degree. Salt, pepper, peanut butter and jelly, North and South Pole. Opposites attract. Opposites are two extremes, but are one of the same, hot and cold. This is an obvious example. Both being temperature varying only in degree. Next, we have the principle of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swings, manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. Between the opposite poles of the principle of polarity is the pendulum swing of the principle of the rhythm. This principle embodies the truth that everything exists in a measured motion, from here to there, moving in and out, swinging backwards and forwards, the rise and the fall of the tides, ebbing and flowing and never truly sitting still, never stopping and always changing. This principle controls the cycle of life and death, creation and destruction, rise and fall, and of course manifests in our mental states. Next, we have the principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. This principle embodies the fact that there is a cause for every effect and an effect for every cause, meaning that nothing merely happens for no reason, and that there is no such thing as chance. In harmony with the principle of correspondence, there are higher planes dominating lower planes, and nothing escapes the principle of cause and effect. Nothing happens without explanation. The empowering use of this principle is to make the conscious choice to rise above the plane of thought you currently occupy, to become your own cause and not just the effect of others and the situations you find yourself in. That is to say, be your own first mover as opposed to someone else who merely reacts to circumstances. Last, we have the principle of gender. Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests in all planes. This principle embodies the fact that both the masculine and feminine energy exist in all things, not just in sex, but in creative nature of all things, on all planes. In harmony with the principle of correspondence, this means that the masculine and feminine energy exists not only in the principal plane, but also the mental and the spiritual. This principle of gender plays a role in all things generation, creation, and regeneration. Nothing can come into being without the use of this principle. The masculine is penetrative, assertive, progressive, explorative energy that drives progress, but the feminine is receptive, sacred, treasured, protective energy that maintains tradition and honors the priority of what is most important while nourishing that which is most essential to life. Too much masculine energy without a balance of feminine leads to a growth of power to the extreme of reckless abandonment. While too much feminine energy without a balance of masculine leads to life grounded so deeply in present that our lives become determined by the cycles and external circumstance of our favor. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this information and would like to read more on these principles, there's an article listed below. Until next time, please subscribe.